Hello to all of my YouTube friends. This is Tom from If This Car Could Talk. If you're already a subscriber, thank you. If not, what are you waiting for? Just hit the subscribe button below and you'll see every new video as it's posted. It's free too. We also appreciate your comments and suggestions. If you have a car with an interesting story, email us at ifthiscarcouldtalk@gmail.com and maybe you'll see it here on this channel. Now on to this week's profile on the history of last Sunday's feature car, a 2010 Ford Mustang GT belonging to Billy Joe Pelaya from Phoenix, Arizona. The 2010 Mustang was a proud member of the original pony cars, and they were produced from 2004 through 2014 and are commonly known as S197 models. The SN95 models preceded them, and the S550 succeeds them to this present day. Although several power plants were found under hood of these S197 cars, the ones that interest most enthusiasts are the Boss 302, the Bullet, the California Special, the GT, and the Shelby GT500 models. All of these cars got a V8 engine under hood, although not all being the same, and had other performance and handling enhancements as well. As is typical for such popular cars, the aftermarket has provided a plethora of components to turn up the heat from mild to wild, plus parts easily interchange from one model to another. Interestingly, the current 5-liter Coyote engine was slated to be installed in the Mustang in 2010, but it never was. Why this happened is unknown. Perhaps they had a backlog of 4.6-liter engines and parts, or the Coyote was not quite ready for some reason. Both the Mustang and the F-Series have used the 5.0 since 2011. The Coyote has turned into a real performer and is now often seen as being transplanted into hot rods and other modified Fords. It should never be confused with the previous 5.0 engine, which used push rods and had other differences to the current 5.0, which is a modular engine. The only thing they have in common is their displacement. If you'll recall this week's feature car, Billy Joe has taken a bone stock 2010 GT that she's nicknamed Black Beauty and added a tasteful array of carefully selected parts that all work in unison to produce the best in acceleration, braking, steering, and even appearance that make this car a blast to drive as well as be seen in. The best part is, all of these parts are bolt-on, allowing the average enthusiast to improve their car as time and finances allow. Most of these parts can be installed by someone with basic mechanical skills and common hand tools. This also allows the car to be driven throughout the process, with little or no downtime. This is why today's pony cars are so popular with car buffs. Most aftermarket parts are of the highest quality, are affordable, easily obtained, and have been extensively tested and certified by the manufacturer. In Billy Joe's case, her car has a basically stock 4.6-liter 3-valve engine. In 2010, Ford engineers increased horsepower from 300 to 315, an impressive improvement to be sure. Upgrades like a Ford Racing composite intake manifold and a high-flow fuel rail supporting a Shelby GT500 throttle body and a Roush cold air intake feeding the original aluminum cylinder heads help increase power but do not sacrifice any reliability or drivability at all. The exhaust exits quickly via a set of stainless steel BBK shorty headers, and it makes its way through the Ford Racing X-pipe into a set of Flowmaster 40 mufflers. Power is increased by reducing exhaust back pressure, the car sounds awesome, and it's all still emissions legal. In 2010, Ford shifted its electronics from a GEM, General Electronic Module, to the computerized and programmable BCM, Body Control Module, allowing for fewer parts differences and programmable upgrade options from the dealer or factory. Billy Joe's car has taken advantage of this feature and has been the recipient of what she calls a performance tune. The 5-speed manual tranny makes driving fun. No mods needed here, everything works well. It even has a stock shifter. Finally, the rear axle, still a solid live axle, sporting disc brakes on either side, gets the job done from the factory's 331 gear set. Back then, a buyer could have specified the optional 373 gears as well. Independent rear suspension was first seen on some early SVT Cobras, but it wouldn't be until 2015 that all Mustangs would get this desirable feature. To improve handling, Billy Joe lowered the car about 1 inch by using various manufacturers' products like springs, shocks, and sway bars. Originally, the GT models came with a 17-inch wheel, but Black Beauty now sports 20-inch Giovanni wheels with 245/45 ZR20 performance tires. Finally, the black paint is factory original, but has been enhanced by painted rally stripes and various other graphic decaling to make this pony one of a kind. This combination of original Mustang and aftermarket performance parts yields a car that is still reliable enough to drive daily or to take on long trips, yet has the performance boost needed if you're going racing. Billy Joe has not dynoed the car as it now sits, nor has she drag raced it, but enthusiastically reports that, quote, "It will go like the wheels are on fire," unquote. You probably heard that Ford was discontinuing its car lineup to focus on selling light and heavy-duty trucks, chassis cabs, crossovers, and SUVs. However, they wisely decided to keep the Mustang and the Fusion. The Fusion because many rental car agencies prefer them, and the Mustang because it's such an iconic vehicle. Although Ford doesn't really sell the Mustang in volumes that most other models would need to survive, Ford realizes that it needs a flagship model. The same is true of the Corvette for General Motors. The Mustang and all of its derivatives, like the Shelby, will always have a special place in the hearts of car enthusiasts, dare I say, worldwide. Because of factory parts interchanges, tremendous aftermarket parts support, and a nearly endless supply of raw material to work with, buying a late model project car and making improvements as you can, ending up with a car like Billy Joe's Black Beauty is a dream that can be realized. It's hot rodding pure and simple. Just like the roots of hot rodding, you take an older car and adapt newer parts and componentry to the car to improve it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. Be sure to tune in this Sunday to see a full feature and owner commentary on a 2019 Dodge Challenger wide-body Scat Pack in the striking Sublime color. Until then, be careful out there.